game, and they knocked off Ohio State for a fourth straight time. Do it again, and the Maize and Blue would have beaten Ohio State 5 straight games for the first time since 1922 to 1927. Sherrone Moore would like nothing more, and the Michigan head coach is about to take the stage. He is the final coach to speak today and the 18th that we will hear from this week here in Las Vegas.
How we doing? Extremely excited to represent the University of Michigan here in Las Vegas at this great venue. The hospitality has been amazing, so really appreciate it. First, I'd like to thank Commissioner Petiti for all the work he's done for us as coaches and keeping us aligned. Special shout out to A.J. Eves and what he's done for us behind the scenes. Not enough credit goes for him and what he does to support us as coaches. Next, thank our athletic director, Ward Manuel. Been here, University of Michigan, 8 years. And the vision, the alignment, the things he's done for me personally, our program, our student athletes, and continues to do for me as the head coach in our program in this second year has been outstanding. Our coaches, our staff at the University of Michigan, so blessed to have you guys. Appreciate all the hard work you've done for us and you continue to do every single day. Last, would be remiss if I didn't thank the most important people in our program, our players. You guys know how much I care about you and love you. Thank you for all the hard work that you guys do, all the things that you do for our program, for the university, and continue to do for our program. Special shout out to the 3 young men that we brought here. First, starting off with returning captain Max Bredesen, fullback, utility, heartbeat of our football team, tone setter for our football team, continues to do that on and off the field for us. Next, Derek Moore, edge rusher, number 8, been an impact player since the day he stepped on campus, continues to be a leader on and off the field. And then lastly, Ernest Hausman, linebacker, number 15. Talk about a selfless, disciplined young man that exemplifies everything we talk about when we talk about team over me. I want to thank our players' families, our coaches' families. We're very blessed to have the support of people in our program to help us on a day-to-day basis to make sure that we're super successful, not only physically but mentally. Appreciate everything they've done for us. You know, roll by this theory, don't let a speed bump become a roadblock. Last year we hit a couple speed bumps, but we didn't allow those to become roadblocks. We overcame a lot of adversity and had a successful end to the year, but really we're not living on that. We know that's done, we know that's past us, and our jobs now are to write a new story for what the University of Michigan and Team 146 is all about. You know, we're really thrilled to be in the phase we're at right now with our student athletes, ending our summer conditioning phase tomorrow morning. We fly tonight. Tomorrow morning we get there 6 a.m. We got a conditioning test with our football team. They're all going to pass it with flying colors, I know. And really excited for them and what they've done. They've done a tremendous job changing their bodies, building a true team this offseason. Like I said, team over me has been our theme. Everything we've done is for the team. In the world we live in now with NIL and revenue sharing and the transfer portal and recruiting, it's very easy to look at yourself and think about yourself and not think about the team. And, I thought Bo said it the best, the team, the team, the team. We've really exemplified that in everything we've done this offseason. The work that our student athletes have put in with Justin Tress, our strength staff and his staff, and from a nutrition standpoint, Abigail O'Connor and her staff and what they've done has been outstanding. The poundage has been the greatest, how much they've gained, but you talk about lean mass and fat mass they've lost has been outstanding, and really excited to see how put that to display on the football field here come next week. We're going to continue to push ourselves to reach the standard who we are. When you come to the University of Michigan, it's not just about being a great football player, it's about being a great person, great man, great athlete, great student. We push ourselves, we hold ourselves to a high standard when it comes to academics, and we'll continue to do that. And our student athletes have done that at an elite rate, not only in football, but in all sports. I get the chance to sit alongside some of my great colleagues like Dusty May and Kim Barzarico, Brandon Arado, Sean Bormet, just a couple of our head coaches in our program. It just talks about what the University of Michigan is all about, and super proud to be a part of this great university. We're in a new stage. Team 146 is excited and ready to go. We're geared up. Like I said, we got the conditioning test tomorrow. Next Wednesday, we kick off camp, and we're ready to put on a show. So excited to take any questions.
Questions for Coach Moore. First row here on your right.
Kenneth Berry, Touchdowns and Tangents. Coach, what are some of the hardest and most meaningful lessons you learned from last season going into this season, and how have you used that to hold a certain standard for the quarterback room going into this year?
Yeah, I think lessons is the right word. We talked about that as a team continually, that not losses but lessons. Take everything with a grain of salt, make sure you attack every moment, but really it's just stay in the moment. You can't worry about what happened yesterday, and tomorrow's not owed to you, so everything we do is what we can do to get better now. It's not just the quarterback room, it's every room. We're a team. It's not one person that wins or loses a game, it's a team. So for us, we've done a really good job of being a cohesive unit, and like I said, team over me, and gaining trust with each other and being arm in arm in this battle. So I think as a team, we're just going to be a better team this year.
Questions for Coach? All right, Coach. Thanks so much for your time. Oh, we got another one.
There.
Oh, first row. Here we go.
Good afternoon, Coach. AP Stidham of AP As We See It. Coach, you're going to be playing Oklahoma. Those two Blue Bloods have only met one time. What would that game mean for your team early in the season? Yeah,
I think it's going to be a game that's going to be fun. It's going to be our first away game for our team. So it's going to be a test to see where we are when we can overcome some adversity when we're not in a comfortable environment. So it's going to test us. It's going to test us, the willpower of who we are and what we're going to be. But it's going to be a lot because it's going to be the next game. So it'll, hopefully you win the first game and you can get that. That means you'd be 2-0, and that's really what it would mean for the team.
First row here on your right.
Hey, Coach. Nick Hamilton, Nightcast Media. Just wanted to get your thoughts on Bryce Underwood. Where do you see his development, and how do you see him being acclimated to the season coming up?
Yeah, I think he's grown every single day since he's been on campus. He's been with us since December, continues to do everything he can to be, 1, the best teammate he could be, 2, to be the best student he could be, and then 3, to be the best football player that he can be, and quarterback that he can be for our football team. And he does everything the right way. He makes sure that he attacks everything the best way. And I literally just got off the phone with him, calling me, asking me what time he's got to be at the team meeting on Tuesday. So he wants to make sure he's on time to do everything right. So he's a great teammate, great kid, great young man. Jay and Beverly, his parents, have done an outstanding job raising him, but I could say that for all our student athletes at Michigan.
Back to the first row here.
Canterbury, Touchdowns and Tangents. Coach, you have a tight end go first round, top 10. That's pretty incredible. How do you look at that receiver room, and how have they met the standards this offseason?
Yeah, I think 1, in the retention of our good players, but 2, in the recruitment of players like Donovan McCauley out of the transfer portal, who we think is going to be a great weapon for us. Andrew Marsh, a young guy who we think is going to be super dynamic. Jamar Browder, who was on campus, a big, tall, explosive, long receiver. And Jacob Washington in recruitment. But the retention of guys like Fred Moore and Samaj Morgan, Imarion Stewart, Channing Goodwin, Kendrick Bell, the list keeps going. Peyton O'Leary, guys that have played for us, made plays. They've done a really good job of changing the mentality of that room and making sure what the standard is supposed to look like and continue to raise it. They had a great example in a guy like Roman Wilson and Cornelius Johnson. So we feel really good about that room and continuing to work to make sure we take the standards to the next level.
In the back on your right side.
Hey, Coach. Bruce Marshall from Sports Byline and CBS. Quick question. Back to the quarterback room. You talked about Bryce a second ago, but Mikey Keene has been a pretty productive quarterback. We've seen a lot of him at Fresno and UCF before that. I know he was hurt a little bit in spring. Tell us about the room. Would you go to is Keene? How viable is that if you have to go to him? And also Chip Lindsey is your new offensive coordinator and what we might expect from him.
Yeah, I mean, overall the room is awesome. I love those guys in the room as young men. First of all, you talk about Mikey, who did a study about snaps in college football, and he leads the team with 2,029 snaps in college football. That's a lot of snaps in the game. So he's a guy that's done it, that's experienced it at a high level, and bringing in Chip has been awesome. He's an outstanding human being, a phenomenal coach, a great leader of men, and the guys want to play for him. But from a knowledge standpoint, and the things that he's going to give our offense and already has given our offense, it's been outstanding. And things he's given me. He's a former head coach. He's done it. He's been through it. He's seen it. So to be in that position and to be able to lean on somebody that's been in my position before in college football has been huge for me.
Coach Moore, thank you so much for your time.
Appreciate it. Go Blue.